What is up, everybody? And I cannot tell you how excited I am for this episode. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Meet on the 50. It is our picks episode where we are breaking down the action ahead of us this week in the NFL. And boy, oh boy, do we got some good ones. So, without further ado, I've never been more excited to say this. Let's start the show. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you are ready. Welcome back to another episode of Being on the 50. It is our second episode of the week, which means it is our picks episode where we are back to break down the action ahead of us in the NFL. And like I told you in the intro, I am juiced and I am juiced to break down the action because we got some good action. And as always, joining me to break down the action, one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. Brandon, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Ready to jump into these picks. Excited for the week.
Yeah, I like it. Let's jump into it. But first, if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor and check out our review episode where we are reviewing Week 12 in the NFL. I promise you're gonna want to see it. Just check it out for us, all right? But if we don't have that time, so let's put up how we did last week. For myself, 10-6, 1-0 on the guaranteed victory. For yourself, solid 11-5, 1-0 on the guaranteed victory. Both solid weeks again for us. Overall for the season, that puts us at, for yourself, 103, 76 and 1, 9-3 on the guaranteed victory. For myself, 106, 73 and 1, 9-2 and 1 on the guaranteed victories. Both of us cracking that 100-win mark. Both of us absolutely dominating the season. We're done with that, though. Let's wipe those off the screen because we got some action to talk about. So, leading us off, come on. I got to let you know who's on bye, right? I'm just too excited, right? But the teams that are on bye this week, we got the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. All right, enough of those bye teams because they don't really matter at all. So, starting us off on Thursday, we got a division matchup. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. And if you remember last year, what was a runoff, I hope it's not that again. What do you got for me on this one?
Yeah, I totally expect Buffalo to come in and win this game. I do think that they got to stay on pace with the Chiefs for that number one seed. So the urgency is in every single game. I just think that Josh Allen is what tips the scale here. So yep. I'm going to roll with, I would not be surprised if the Patriots won in Foxborough. With the defense that they have and how they've been playing, they've been keeping up with teams and it's a divisional matchup.
True.
I got to roll with the Bills here. I do think the Bills win this one 24-17.
Oh, close. We almost would have started off with a banger, but I am right there with you. I think the Buffalo Bills, I think they do just what you said. I think they go on the road. They handle business in Foxborough. I don't really expect much less, but however, like you said, I would not be surprised if the Patriots running game and that defense did kind of show up and kind of show out. However, Buffalo Bills handle business 27-17. I think that the Buffalo Bills handle business to get a big division victory on Thursday. Moving on to Sunday morning, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming off that big victory last week, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. What do you got for me?
Yeah, this one's quick and easy. I just not really any interest in this game for me. I do think that Atlanta wins this game. I do think they win 21-17.
Yeah, I'm going to be right there with you. I'm picking the Falcons as well. Obviously, I'm not going to roll with the Steelers. Not going to do it, even after the victory last week. But the Atlanta Falcons, competitive team, they put up some points. So I got the Atlanta Falcons winning this game 28-17. I'm liking that 17 for these first two games, but I do think that the Atlanta Falcons are able to handle business at home, and they do play a lot better at home as well. Our next game, we got just another classic divisional matchup. We got another one-sided divisional matchup. We got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago, the Windy City, to take on the Chicago Bears. This one's kind of easy if Justin Fields out. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to take the Bears. I'm just going to take the Bears. I'm just going to throw a toss up here. I'm just going to say the Bears win 23-20. I don't really know why. I just think that it's a divisional game and they get it done.
You think the Bears are going to upset Aaron Rodgers? The classic one-sided rivalry. I like it, right? Trevor Siemian, Justin Fields, Nathan Peterman. The Bears couldn't figure out who they were going to have at quarterback, apparently. Hopefully they can figure it out this week. But I'm rolling with the Packers. Packers handle business on the road to stay somewhat competitive. But like you said, I don't know if they're going to – I don't see the playoffs in their future. But Packers handle business 28-24. Close game, but I do think that the Packers end up walking away with the victory. Our next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Detroit, the Motor City, to take on the Detroit Lions. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Lions in this one. I think that, they showed a lot of grit, a lot of fight last week, and
yeah.
They played really well. So I'm going to take the Lions in this one, 31-24.
I like it. In the battle of the cats, who will prevail? I'm going with the Jaguars. I think Trevor Lawrence, coming off that big momentum victory last week, is able to roll into Detroit and somewhat sour that momentum that Detroit had coming into the Thanksgiving Day weekend. But I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars do handle business. I do think it's actually going to be a very high scoring game. I'm going 35-32. Jacksonville gets the walk-off field goal at the end. Next up, we got the New York Jets, the Jets, Jets, Mike-led Jets traveling to Minnesota. Because like you said, Minnesota has all their games at home. I mean, I don't blame them. That stadium, very nice, right? You got to use it, right? New York Jets traveling up to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, to me, this was an easy one. I do think that the Minnesota Vikings are able to get this one done. I'm going to take Minnesota in this one, 31-21.
This is going to be a very interesting game, and I, like you, I'm rolling with the Jets on this one. Like your Packers and Bears prediction, I'm rolling with the Jets because I think a particular team could be the team that you're sporting, is going to be that number one seed. And here starts the downfall of both seeds in front of them. The Vikings drop a game at home to the New York Jets, 24-21. Jets get a walk-off field goal to stun the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Calling it now. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders traveling up to New York to travel to New Jersey to take on the New York Giants. What do you got for me?
Yeah, this one I'm going to roll with the Commanders. I just think they have a lot of momentum, and I think the Giants are kind of on a downward spiral. We'll see. I mean, I think this is a big week for them to prove themselves, and I know that people are starting to come out and say they're pretenders. They had a really good first half of their season, and ever since they hit that half-season mark, it seems like they've turned a different direction. So I'm going to roll with the Commanders. I do think the Commanders get this one done. I'm going to take the Commanders 24-14.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, you and I are kind of aligned on this one. I Initially, I was going to go with the Giants. Then after I saw their performance, I am rolling with the Commanders. The Commanders are trending upwards. Giants trending downwards. Commanders playing pretty well. Taylor Heineke looked a little bit shaky last week. However, Daniel Jones did not look good last week either. So we'll see what happens. Giants falling off. Commanders going up, right? I got the Washington Commanders handling business on the road, 17-10. Low scoring game, but the Commanders pull out a victory and start inching in front of the New York Giants in that division. Next up, we got definitely the primetime game of the morning. We got the Tennessee Titans traveling to the city of brotherly love to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got a guaranteed victory for you.
Ooh.
I do think the Eagles handle business against the Titans. I'm going to advance to 11-1.
Okay.
And so, I just think that Philadelphia gets this one done. I think they win 31-17.
Oh, you got a big victory at the hands of the Titans. The downfall of the 1 and 2 seed begin this week. Tennessee Titans, baby, and Derrick Henry roll into Philadelphia, knock down the Liberty Bell, and absolutely thrash the Philadelphia Eagles in the running game. I'm going 24-17. Tennessee Titans, baby, get a big victory there in Philly, sending Philly to 10-2. Next up, we got the Denver I can only score 10-point donkeys traveling to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. What do you got for me?
Easy. Ravens win 27-10.
Yeah. I mean, can't get much more simpler than that. Can I speak English? Yes, I can. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going Ravens. Yeah, I mean, come on. The Denver, I can only score 10-point donkeys. We're not going with them anymore. Forget them.
I like that name.
I like that I'll take the Ravens, okay?
The Denver, I can only score 10-point donkeys. That's the name.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so fit. It just rolls off the tongue. It just feels so nice.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
They did score 11 against the Niners.
They did. I mean, we could change it to we can score. We can score 10 points, maybe 11 points. I mean, we can convolute it if you want to, but we're gonna roll with the Denver.
9,
I can only score 10-point donkeys. Yeah. I can only score at most 11-point donkeys. Right. Yeah. Baltimore Ravens, 28-10. Come on, they ain't scoring more than 10, right? They can't. It's impossible. Baltimore Ravens, 28-10. Handle business at home, unfortunately. Next up, we got now he's officially back. We got the felony hands-led Cleveland Dukies traveling to his former team, the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans. What do you got for me?
I got the Browns in this one. I just got to roll with the Browns. I mean, your guy's back, and he's going to be knocking on that door. So I got your Brownies and your guy out of Clemson, NCAA champion.
Oh yeah,
beat Alabama at the very end.
True.
35-24.
Yeah, that mouth of yours is about to get dookied if you're not careful. All right. I mean, jeez, Luis. I'm not rolling with I'm not rolling with the Dukies the rest of the season. I wasn't rolling with them to start the season. That's for sure. We're going Houston Dumpster Fire Texans. Pull off the thriller, the shocker. Get that crowd fired up. Give them something to see. Houston Dumpster Fire Texans pull out a victory, 24-17 at home. I'm pretty sure this is the only game that the Texans want to win. So I'm just going to say that they win it. All right. Moving on to our afternoon heavyweight lineup. We got, this is the undercard fight here. We got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Lambs. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, I got Seattle in this one. I think Seattle wins this one 28-17.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy, right? Seattle handle business against, I don't even know who the hell's quarterback in this team this week. I didn't even heard of this guy Perkins. It could be, for all we know, it could be, Tommy Smith coming off the street, I guess, leading them, right? So we're going Seattle Seahawks. At least they have a decent quarterback. At least they have a formidable team, right? Seattle Seahawks handle business. Hopefully, I hope they destroy them, actually. We're going to go high scoring. We're going 35-14. Seattle absolutely wallops. Yeah, I said wallop. Wallops the Los Angeles Lambs.
No, I'd rather Seattle lose.
Well, yes, I that's true. I mean, the Lambs would be nice if they pulled off the upset, but Seattle.
Yeah, because Seattle needs to the Niners they need the separation.
Yep. They got to start separating, right? Moving on to our first heavyweight fight of the afternoon. We got the Miami Dolphins traveling to Santa Clara. Mike McDaniel returning, Raheem Mostert returning, Jeff Wilson Jr. returning, the entire team of Miami returning, basically, because I feel like I'm listing off all Niners players, right? Mike McDaniels and the Miami Dolphins travel back to Santa Clara to take on the San Francisco 49ers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, this is going to be a thriller. I think it's going to come down to the very end, but I am going to take the 49ers 31-28.
Yeah, the 49ers, that defense, right? 94 consecutive minutes in the second half of scoreless football. Absolute domination, right? They are the best team in the league. Offense, we've seen it time and time and time again. Will never outdo defense. It just doesn't happen, right? 49ers handle business at home. It's going to be a good one. 28-23. I think that the San Francisco 49ers get a huge, and what I mean by huge, I mean massive victory at home against the Miami Dolphins to solidify that I keep telling you, they are the best team in the NFL. San Francisco 49ers get it done at home. Next up, we got our second heavyweight matchup of the afternoon. We got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling back to Cincinnati to hopefully see if they can get a victory, but they are taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got for me?
How either of these two games have not been flexed into that evening night game is it's just mind-boggling. I don't care. Obviously, I think the Chiefs Bengals should be the game. That is the primetime slot, but the Dolphins 49ers easily could be that too. And
you
so
flex the Chargers and who else cares?
No. They didn't. No.
Next week. Yeah. Next week they flex the Chargers.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What? Who wants to watch the Chargers? Who wants to watch this team? Honestly.
No, it's the Colts and Cowboys.
And yeah, no, this week is the Colts and Cowboys. I'm saying next week is the Chargers. They're flexing random games. Why would you not flex these games? Right? I mean, clearly, heavyweight matchup. I mean, what needs to be said?
Chiefs Bengals should be the primetime game.
Yeah.
100%. Chiefs Bengals should be the primetime game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flex that into Monday and then flex the Dolphins 49ers into Sunday, or interchangeable. Flex the Chiefs Bengals into Sunday and flex the Niners into Monday. It doesn't make sense. Another thing that doesn't make sense is these two games at the same time. Why are the Bengals playing at 1:30? Yeah. They're Cincinnati is on the East Coast. This should be a 10 o'clock game. Yeah. These two games should not be at the same time. It's like they are like, okay, this is prime time enough for you guys. Afternoon. So stupid. I can't watch both games, which is irritating because I want to be able to watch. I want to watch them chronologically. Like I want to watch one game and then the next.
True.
Whether that's one's at prime time, one's at 1, or one's at 10 and one is at 1. Shouldn't have them at the same time. But let's get into the pick. I got to roll with Kansas City.
Okay.
I got to roll with Kansas City. I've been rolling with them all year. It's not anything new. I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Ooh, okay.
I think they're going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near a blowout, anything like that. I don't know. Is Jamar going to play? I mean, has he been? I think he's going to, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I'm going to pick the Chiefs in this one. I think they win 34-31.
Yeah, this game, last year we were treated to two absolute thrillers of games, right? One in the regular season, and then of course the thriller in Kansas City, right, where Cincinnati beat them, field goal, Shooter McPherson to send them to the Super Bowl. Man, oh man, does Joey B have Patty's number? We're gonna find out, but come on, man. It worked last week, so we're doing the same thing this week, baby. Guaranteed victory, son. We're rolling along. We are the better team, and we are going to show it. Cincinnati Bengals, Joey B, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. Hopefully, come back, please. We need you. Samaje Perine, you're doing a fantastic job. And of course, my guy, our guy, Ja'Marr Chase. We need you, brother. But Cincinnati Bengals absolutely are going to handle business. Guaranteed victory handling business. 35-28. It's going to be a touchdown this time, not a field goal. I'm going a full 7 points. Bengals handle business at home. And our last game of the afternoon, I guess our third kind of final wrap-up middleweight fight, not really a heavyweight fight. We got the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Vegas, right? The Sin City, Las Vegas. Can they do it again? Can they make it 3 weeks in a row? We're going to find out. Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego traveling to Las Vegas. Raiders of Los Angeles of Oakland. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to win this game. I think there's a lot of momentum. I think there's some question marks about the Chargers at this point in time. I think there's question marks about both teams, but I'm rolling with who's got the momentum. And the Raiders came up with a big win last week, so I expect them to pick up where they left off, especially at home. I think it definitely helps. I think those fans are going to be going. I got the Raiders in a close one, 27-24.
Yeah, since my blow up at the Raiders, they've rattled off not one, but 2 overtime victories, 2 victories in a row. We're going 3 victories in a row. We're not going with the Chargers. The Raiders handle business at home, 24-19, because the Chargers can't do anything right. We got the Chargers dropping a game to the Raiders like they normally do. Las Vegas Raiders handle business at home to make them relevant. Salvage, like we said, salvage. And moving on to Sunday night and a game that, yes, we are baffled that this has not been flexed yet, and it's kind of an absolute joke if we're being honest, right? We got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Dallas. We're traveling to Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowboys. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to roll with the Cowboys. This one's easy. I do think that the Cowboys are able to get a win here. They always play at home too. The Cowboys play every game at home. I mean, like we've established that on last season. Last year's videos.
Yeah.
Cowboys gonna win this one, 31-17.
Yeah. I mean, not much needs to be said. This is very easy to call. I'm going Cowboys 28-13, handling business at home Sunday night. Great job, NFL. Great job. Moving on to Monday, we got a division matchup, a who kind of cares matchup, a game that could have easily been moved to the morning. NFL. We got the New Orleans Saints traveling down to Florida, traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay winning this one. I think that they are going to pull it off. I got Tampa Bay winning this one, 23-17.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, these last 2 games, come on, man. What is this? Tampa Bay Buccaneers handle business at home. Traditionally kind of struggle against New Orleans, but I do think Tampa Bay is able to pull it together and get a victory here. Close game, 21-17, but I do think that Tampa Bay does pull it off on Monday night to finish us off for the week. And that is going to do it, right? That is going to do it for this episode of Meet on the 50. And as always, Brandon and I want to thank you for taking the time, our viewers, just for taking the time for watching us, all of our predictions, expectations, analysis, all that good stuff. We want to thank you for taking the time for watching us, whether you're a new viewer, old viewer. We hope that we are doing something to keep you coming back for more. And remember, do us a favor, and if at any point you like what you see, right, smash that like button, right? Smash the subscribe button, tap on that bell notification. That way, anytime new content drops, you're right there to consume it, because we're dropping content all season long. And best part, it's completely free, right? Help us out, right? We're growing, right? Brandon, any last words for the people?
We got 2 big games this week, both of our teams, and I hope they both go the way that we need them to. We're both 7-4.
Yep.
And we're both deep in the playoff hunt. We both have a team that's right on our necks. Yep. You got the Ravens, I got the Seattle Sea Chickens, and so we just need to get this win. I'm hopeful that both teams can pull it out, and we get a really happy week. So
I like it. Yeah,
yep.
I like it. Yeah, I'm hoping for a happy review episode. I think both of us are hoping for a happy review episode, and I am excited. We got some thrillers down on paper, and I'm hoping they just live up to the hype in real life. So we got some thriller of games this week, and I am excited. But that is going to do it for this episode of Meet on the 50. As always, right? That is one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. I am Jacob Cove, the Fantasy Guy. And until next week, hopefully it's a great week, Brandon and Jake, we're out.